Let's talk about biometrics in relationship to Canada. If you are applying for temporary stay in Canada, such as work permit, a temporary resident visa, or a study permit, or a temporary resident permit, or if you are applying for permanent residency to Canada under economic classes, under sponsorship cases, or as a refugee, then it is very likely that you need to give biometrics. Biometrics refers to collecting your personal information such as your name, your date of birth from your passport, also taking digital fingerprints from all your 10 fingers and a digital photo from your face. The reason that they are doing this is, first of all, to run your name and information through their system to make sure that you are not a security threat to Canadian society. And also, when you show up at the port of entry, they want to make sure that you are the same person who applied for immigration or visa to Canada. Who needs to give biometrics? If you are between the age of 14 and 79, and also if you want to give or apply for any of those kind of applications that I told you, then you need to give biometrics. There are certain people who are exempt from biometrics. For example, if you have given biometrics in the past 10 years for the purpose of temporary stay in Canada, and you are applying for another application for temporary stay in Canada, you don't need to give biometrics unless your features have changed significantly, and that's when you voluntarily give biometrics, or at the request of an immigration officer you give biometrics. Also, if you are an American citizen, then you don't need to give biometrics if you are applying for work permit or a study permit to Canada. However, for permanent residency, you need to give biometrics. Keep that in mind that biometrics validity for temporary stay unfortunately does not work for permanent residency. In other words, if you have given biometrics for example, a work permit, then later when you apply for permanent residency of Canada, you still need to give biometrics again. Or the processing fee for biometrics is $85 for one person, $170 for a family of 2 or more, and a maximum of $255 for a group of performing artists who are coming to Canada to perform. Where to give biometrics? If you are inside Canada, then you can give biometrics at selected Service Canada centers. If you are at a port of entry, if of course you qualify for giving biometrics at the port of entry, then Canada Border Services Agency will collect your biometrics data. If you are in the United States, you will most likely refer to an ASC or Application Support Center to give biometrics. And outside the United States, you can give biometrics to a Visa Application Center, which is a private company that has an agreement with the Government of Canada to collect biometric data. In the United States, we also have a couple of VACs that can collect biometric data. It is very likely that you will submit your application first, you pay the biometrics fee, then you receive a letter which is called a BIL, which is Biometrics Information or Collection Letter, and then you will take that by, of course, booking an appointment with an approved center and then go to that place and give biometrics. By the way, you can give biometrics to any center. It doesn't matter where in this world you give biometrics, because that center will collect your information and transfer it to the immigration authorities.